ES Audio.
Hi, I'm Rochelle Travers, and this is the Evening Standard's Tech and Science Daily. Coming up, the Evening Standard's inaugural tech rich list is revealed. Now, let's get into it. A mysterious Russian spacecraft appears to be chasing a confidential US military satellite. Russia's Cosmos 2558 was launched in August last year and has repeatedly come close to the American military satellite USA 326, which the Pentagon said is meant to gather intelligence. Experts have flagged Cosmos 2558 as an inspector satellite, capable of moving close to others and gathering data. The US satellite now appears to have moved to a higher orbit in an attempt to move away from the Russian spacecraft. The Evening Standard's inaugural tech rich list for the UK is out today, revealing the 100 richest founders in the world of tech.
James Dyson, Richard Branson, Alan Sugar. But there are also plenty of younger people there in their 30s. The son of ex-PM Tony Blair, Ewan Blair on the list, with his company Multiverse. There's the founder of Ocado.
Those on the list have a combined wealth of over £60 billion and are the big players in the UK's tech industry, which reached $1 trillion in value last year, making us the third country to ever hit the milestone after the US and China. Our tech reporter Simon Hunt told us many of the founders on the list are from relatively new companies who've grown rapidly.
It just goes to show how significant the UK's and in particular London's tech ecosystem has become. It is a place where people want to go to start a tech business, particularly a fintech business.
In fintech, for example, London has been able to overtake New York and San Francisco in funding, attracting around £8 billion in investment last year alone. Simon told us that it all means that the UK is in a great position to attract the top talent now and in the future.
In the future, more and more jobs are going to be created by the tech industry. It's going to become a bigger and bigger employer. And if it's the case that we've got an edge now where we're only one of 3 countries that has a tech sector that's worth more than $1 trillion, that should hopefully mean we're future-proofing our economy.
NASA has developed a method to extract oxygen from lunar soil in what's being described as a big step towards living on the moon. Scientists from NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston successfully removed oxygen from simulated lunar soil with a vacuum environment for the first time ever, using a high-powered laser to create a carbothermal reaction. The carbothermal reduction demonstration experiment could prove vital for producing oxygen for breathing and as a propellant for transportation. A Muslim dating app has lost its appeal against Tinder owner Match Group. The Court of Appeal upheld a June 2022 ruling that the average consumer would have thought Muzzmatch, which is now called Muzz, was part of Match Group. Muzz has publicly criticised the ruling, saying it is deeply worrying for other startups in the dating sector. Now, scientists from Cardiff University have used Lego to build a 3D printer capable of creating layers of skin cells, and the hope is that it will one day be able to print a full-scale skin model. It's thought the printer made from the much-loved toy bricks could actually help medical research, which is suffering due to a limited supply of human tissue available for study. While 3D bioprinting has already been developed and used elsewhere, the machinery can be very expensive. This printer, made from traditional Lego bricks and its mechanical spin-off Lego Mindstorms, costs £500, which is significantly cheaper than other comparable 3D printers. Let's go to the ads. Coming up, more layoffs in the tech sector and the science behind why we take selfies. Why not hit rate and follow in the meantime? Welcome back. There have been more layoffs in the tech sector. Clubhouse is cutting more than half of its staff. Clubhouse is a sort of audio chat room app which hosts discussions for people to join, a format that a number of other platforms have tried to replicate. The audio-only app came to prominence in 2021 and saw a surge in users during the pandemic. But now, just 2 years since the initial boom, the company's co-founders confirmed the large number of layoffs. In a blog post, they said it was in response to changing customer habits in a post-COVID world. Wikipedia said it will not comply with online safety bill age checks. Rebecca McKinnon of the Wikimedia Foundation, which supports the website, says it would violate their commitment to collect minimal data about readers and contributors. The Online Safety Bill, which is currently before Parliament, places duties on tech firms to protect users from harmful or illegal content, and is expected to come fully into force in 2024. But the government has said that only services posing the highest risk to children will need age verification. And finally, there's a scientific reason behind why people take selfies. And no, it's not vanity. Findings published in the journal Social, Psychological and Personality Science indicate people who opt to depict themselves in the scene by taking selfies do so to capture the deeper meaning of the event. Researchers from The Ohio State University in the US performed 6 experiments involving over 2,000 participants, and found that when someone uses first-person photography, it's because they want to document a particular moment. It's thought these types of images can help an individual connect to past experiences. You're up to date. Come back at 4 p.m. for the Leader podcast from the Evening Standard. We'll be back on Monday at 1 p.m. See you then.